Hey, it's Jimmy from Fortis. Welcome back to our channel. Imagine this. You finally get that raise you've been working for. Or maybe you've landed a new job that pays double what you made a few years ago. You're excited, you feel like life is about to change. But a few months go by and when you check your bank account, it feels like nothing has changed at all. Somehow, despite earning more, you're still living paycheck to paycheck. If that's ever happened to you, don't worry, you're not alone. Millions of people fall into the same trap. But today, I'm going to show you exactly why earning more doesn't always solve money problems, and most importantly, how you can finally break that cycle for good. Let's start with one of the biggest culprits, lifestyle inflation. Here's what it looks like. You used to live in a small apartment, but after your raise, you move into something bigger. You were driving an old but reliable car, but now you upgrade to something new with a hefty monthly payment. You used to cook at home, but now you're eating out 4 nights a week. Each of these changes might feel small and well-deserved. After all, you worked hard for that raise, right? But when all those little upgrades pile up, your expenses quietly grow just as fast as your income. And suddenly, you realize the raise you were so excited about doesn't actually give you extra breathing room. It just funds a fancier version of the same paycheck-to-paycheck life. It's like running on a treadmill. You're sweating harder, moving faster, but you're not actually going anywhere. Another common trap is confusing income with wealth. Many people think, if I earn a 6-figure salary, I must be wealthy, but that's not how it works. Think about 2 people. Person A earns $120,000 a year but spends almost all of it on rent, bills, shopping, and vacations. Person B earns $70,000, but they save and invest $15,000 every year. In 10 years, who's better off? The second person, hands down. Because wealth isn't about how much you make, it's about how much you keep and what you do with it. High income can create the illusion of wealth, but without control, it's just as fragile as a low income. That's why you see people making 6 or even 7 figures, but still feeling broke, stressed, and trapped. Now let's talk about systems. Most people treat money like an afterthought. They pay their bills, they spend on what they need or want, and then, if there's anything left over, they save. But here's the problem, there's never anything left. Wealthy people think differently. They set up a system that forces them to build wealth. This is what's often called paying yourself first. That means before you pay bills, before you go shopping, you automatically set aside a portion of your income for savings and investments. It doesn't even need to be a huge percentage at first. Even 10 or 15% can create massive results over time. The key is consistency. Imagine if every single month without fail you invested a part of your income. Over years, that system would quietly build you real financial freedom without you needing to think about it every day. Here's another mistake, saving money but leaving it idle. Don't get me wrong, having savings is crucial. But if your money is just sitting in a bank account earning 1 or 2% interest while inflation rises at 4 or 5%, you're actually losing value every year. The wealthy don't let money sit idle. They understand that money is a tool and tools are meant to be used. That means putting money into assets, real estate, index funds, stocks, businesses, anything that grows in value or generates income. Here's a way to think about it. Your salary works for you once a month. But investments? They work for you 24/7. They never sleep, they never take weekends off, and they don't call in sick. Every dollar you put into an asset is like hiring an employee that works for you forever. The final reason so many people feel stuck even when they earn more is a lack of long-term vision. Most of us think in terms of weeks or months. We're waiting for the next paycheck, the next bonus, or maybe a tax refund to give us a little breathing room. But wealthy people think in decades. They don't ask, what can this money do for me right now? They ask, what can this money become in 10, 20, or even 30 years? This mindset shift is huge, because once you start thinking long-term, money stops being something that slips through your fingers. It becomes a tool to build security, freedom, and opportunities not just for you, but for your family and future generations. So here's the truth. If you're still broke even after earning more, it's not because you're bad with money or unlucky. It's because the system is designed to keep you spending, upgrading, and chasing more. But you don't have to stay in that cycle. Break free from lifestyle inflation. Stop confusing income with wealth. Put a system in place that pays you first. Invest your money so it works harder than you do. And start thinking long-term, because at the end of the day, it's not your salary that makes you wealthy. It's your mindset and the decisions you make with every dollar. If this video gave you something to think about, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. And let me know in the comments, what's one financial habit you're committing to changing right now? Be part of the Fortis community, where we turn financial knowledge into everyday confidence. Need guidance on your financial journey? Reach out to us anytime at finance@fortiscapital.com.au.